Been using the Epstein files, talking about different rules of evidence. We've talked about the best evidence rule, and we've talked about different exceptions to hearsay. And somebody said, well, John, if we get the Epstein files, they're going to be so heavily redacted that nobody's going to be able to tell anything from them. And that is an excellent point. But it also brings up another rule. That other rule is Rules of Evidence Rule 106, the rule of completeness. So if one side tries to introduce a document, let's say it's a contract, Donald J. Trump agrees to pay Jeffrey Epstein $10,000 if Jeffrey Epstein will provide a redaction for the weekend. And when you turn that over in trial and you're trying to use it, and they're, well, hang on, Donald, this looks really bad. Yes, but then the attorneys say, rule of completeness, Judge, we're entitled to see that redacted portion because we believe it would provide context. And then you unredact it. It says a room for the weekend so that he can pray. Now, that redacted portion is important, so the court will order them to unredact it so that it can provide context. Now, that does not mean that everything gets unredacted. It doesn't mean that just because it's unredacted and you get to see it, that it's automatically admissible. It still has to follow the other rules, like hearsay and whether or not it's more prejudicial than probative. So there's a lot of different rules it has to follow, but the rule of completeness could make them unredacted. It's a good rule.